So how do you support your loved ones well? How do you come alongside their journey and make it impactful and do it without killing all of your siblings in the process? We've had families wrestle with that question and those emotions for a lot of years. And we've found one thing that works really well is to think about the roles that different family members will play. Too often the story goes that there's the oldest daughter or maybe the youngest, but someone who happens to be in town, and the full weight of caring for their loved one or their parent or their spouse falls on them, and it's just debilitating. And so we found really successful families who lean into this stage of life and supporting their parents or their loved ones, figure out roles that each person in the family can play. And they talk about it, right? They actually have a conversation about this. So these roles could be anything, right? Different families may have different roles, but three that we have found to be kind of fundamental and work really well are ones that we call air traffic control, the bookkeeper, and help me Rhonda. Air traffic control is all about evaluating services, coordinating logistics, determining action plans, right? Somebody who's good at organization would be the best sibling to probably do this one. I'll never forget one family that literally assigned this to one of the siblings. She kind of pulled back on her work schedule and did this, and it was phenomenal for the family. Our caregivers knew exactly what was happening. All the medical appointments were coordinated, and it was just a really smooth end to this woman's life and super honoring. So that air traffic control role is so significant. The second role that's just a reality is bookkeeping, right? Parents have lots of bills to pay and lots of things to keep on track of. And so this is a role that can be done remotely. We had one family that for about 10 years, the son in Washington was just the bookkeeper. And it was such a relief to his other siblings, one of whom was a physician in town and another was a daughter in a different part of the country. And so him just doing the bookkeeping was hugely supportive and made it all work. The third role that we found to be fundamental is this help me Rhonda role. And that is the person who lives close by. You can go over if needed and offer support and encouragement, or just be there if something doesn't go as planned. When you age, things happen that you don't expect. You gotta be flexible. And so having someone who can come alongside and just make those things happen in transition and be lighthearted with that is so important and such a significant role to play. So those are just three roles that we found that work really well. You may come up with your own, but again, the important thing is to talk about this, to be a little bit intentional in grounding your family in some roles that will help support your parents or your loved ones throughout the journey and help you all stay friends and be collaborative throughout the process as well.